Anorexic, I tell you. And look at that, she's...
Whatever her name is.
Okay, I think it's starting now.
Each week they gather in the millions to see the latest TV phenomenon.
What were you doing, Brandon?
Rich white teenagers from California, played by young grown-ups like Jason Priestley from Vancouver.
I had to clean up my own messes.
Seen here with his sexy sidekick, Luke Perry.
Now there's some good acting.
Meet typical fans Jessica Robertson, Ivana Sheen, Rebecca Hancock, and Lara Irwin. You guys are being so cool. I bet you if any one of those two guys right there walked in this room now, you'd freak.
Yeah. Yeah, we would.
You'd kill me trampling to the door.
We would, but that's because they're so, like, they're like heroes.
And if we actually met them, I mean, we'd be able to say, oh, we met Luke Perry.
I just wear a sign.
The things about these teenage idols is that you get to be so fanatic about this, like cutting out pictures from magazines and watching all this stuff. It gets to be almost like a hobby.
Yeah, it's like an addiction.
What do you really think about it, though? To be crude, being cheesecake, male cheesecake.
I hate it. I hate it. Those terms it disgust me. I'm not in this business. I don't do what I do. I don't do it for the adulation of the public. I mean, if that comes along with it, that's a real double-edged sword. You know? I mean, I'd be just as happy doing off-Broadway theater in New York.
All right, places, please.
You can't get much further off-Broadway than this, a cluttered set at a secret location in West Hollywood. And while New York might appeal to the soul, you go to Hollywood if you're looking for the fast track to fame. This year, the fast track is a show called Beverly Hills 90210.
Don't tell me to shave again already.
It's a show for teenagers by adults who share the dreams of most teenagers, dreams of wealth and celebrity.
On a bell, please.
Turning. Marker.
Quiet, please. And action. Come ahead, Jay. Oh, hey.
Priestley plays the earnest and virtuous Brandon, who moved to Beverly Hills from Minnesota with his family. They're white-collar, middle class. Brandon even has a part-time job at the Peach Pit restaurant, from whence he serves up sensible homilies to his friends, whether or not they want to listen.
Look, man, if you want to fire me, go ahead, okay? Just stop biting off my head every time I open my mouth.
Hey, come on, back, come on.
But thanks to that busy do-gooder, Brandon, Jason is doing very well after only 5 years in the big time. Did you ever have any doubt in your mind that what happened would happen?
No. I didn't know how it would happen or when it would happen, but I always knew, and I think that is what gets you through those times when you're not working and you're not doing anything. It's just the belief that it is going to happen and that you are going to get to that place that you want to get to.
There's something about it that just makes you want to watch it.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't talk to anybody when I'm watching it. It's like, if you talk to me, you're dead.
I know,
I confess, I never watched this show.
You should.
I should?
Yeah.
Well, why should I watch it? You're not
For
much...
entertainment.
Yeah,
It really
It's good
is
entertainment.
Yeah.
I don't know who this person is.
Mr. Entertainment himself, Aaron Spelling, the brains behind Charlie's Angels, Love Boat, Dynasty. You name it, he's probably had a hand in it. He nursed Beverly Hills 90210 through its pallid beginnings. When it took off, his company earnings jumped dramatically.
I was flabbergasted and stunned. I don't think anybody expected this. Certainly Fox didn't. Certainly we didn't. I think that now is because of those actors on the show. You can't have phenomena unless they love your people.
And every day they tell his people just how much they love them. The letters pour into a San Francisco clearinghouse for fan mail. Tim McQuaid keeps track.
All that is Jason's mail. This is about 4 days' worth.
That's awesome, as they say down there.
It's very awesome. It's totally outrageous.
I mean, it's just like go on all the time,
Yeah, it's nonstop. We receive over 10,000 pieces of mail a week. Jason and Luke make up about 80% of that, and they both kind of trade off on who gets the most each week.
The fame and adoration eventually convert to cash. It's a kind of alchemy called merchandising. Here's Jason in New York, off-Broadway, but at the New York Toy Fair. Move over, Ken and Barbie. Here comes Brandon and Donna, and Kelly, and Brenda, and Dylan.
This is a selection of
The fan club feeds a voracious public appetite for celebrity kitsch, like the Jason cushion.
The Brandon Jason heart pillow.
A lot of demand for this.
Absolutely, it's a very popular item, very huggable. This is the Jason pillowcase, where you can stuff your own pillow in there and sleep with Jason every night.
It's great for ratings and corporate earnings, but after a long day being Brandon, Jason worries about overkill.
I have fears, I think, that a lot of us on the show share, and that is that about when the show cools off, if I might get blamed for it, if someone might get blamed for it, and then that'll hamper our careers, or if the merchandising that goes on because of the show, if that's going to really exponentially overexpose us to people so much so that they're sick of seeing our faces and they aren't going to want to go see a movie that we're in because their kids have all got our pillowcases on their beds,
How much does talent have to do with Jason's success, and how much of it is Cheesecake?
Oh, I would say talent is probably 90% of it.
Hester Riches is TV critic for the Vancouver Sun, and she's tracked Jason's career from the early days in BC.
He really holds together Beverly Hills 90210. He's the central figure in that program. And considering how dreadful the scripts are sometimes, I think he does quite well working his way around some of those lines.
Dad, are they actually going to put a real... Let me try that again. I'll get it right this time.
Brandon's virtue doesn't always come naturally to Jason, so he constantly monitors his performance. So what are you looking at? Are you looking at Jason or are you looking at Brandon now?
Looking at Brandon, but I'm seeing mistakes that Jason's making.
And sometimes Paya's Brandon slips and becomes Jason.
What did I say? Wait, I think I said... this is the other thing you watch for. You watch for funny things that happen after takes go wrong.
Your dad is a really great guy, but I guess you already know that.
Will you stop with that already? He's an asshole. Didn't I tell you that before?
There it is.
You're not supposed to say that. On the subject of his home and native land, Jason sounds like Brandon.
What's happening back in Canada? What's up with... Is Brian Mulroney still the president?
Yeah, he's still the president.
Prime Minister. God.
Well,
like good Canadian I am.
It's more of a
Freudian. It's a Freudian thing.
They deal frankly with drugs, teen sex, AIDS, booze, but the all-white, high-gloss packaging doesn't impress everybody, and especially not the teens at the real Beverly Hills High.
I think it sucks because...
I think it sucks?
Yeah, they put too much bullshit in it,
Yeah?
They're all white, in that show and everything. Maybe they had that one show with that black guy, but still, they should put some more, different nationalities into it. So what do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I haven't seen any Iranian guys in there or anything.
I don't even have no one comes to school in pearls and makeup. Nobody dresses like that. Nobody dresses like that.
Beverly Hills 90210, it isn't anything like real Beverly. You notice we're walking home. You see us busting it home. We don't drive Beamers, okay? We don't have a Mercedes-Benz. We're walking. See? And Jason Priestley, baby, see ya.
I think just the fact that they get upset about it and say, we're not like that, methinks the lady doth protest too much. You know what I'm saying? Nat, is that you?
Ultimately, success is measured in ratings, and Beverly Hills has them, challenging institutions like Cheers. And as long as the ratings hold, they'll keep cranking out new episodes.
There's nothing I can do, nothing anyone can do. After tonight, the Peach Pit is avant-garde.
Eventually, the Peach Pit will close, and Brandon will go to Hollywood heaven. What then for Jason Priestley?
So we'll finesse that when we get here.
I remember the teen idols when I was a teenager were David Cassidy and Bobby Sherman, and they really had no future after teen idoldom. But I think Priestley is aware of that problem enough that he can cope with that.
Are you psychologically prepared for a period in which you'll be sitting in at McDonald's and they won't know who you are?
Certainly, that would actually be a very welcome change. I think there was a certain amount of hysteria that is created by an image. I mean, to say that aesthetics plays nothing in it would be living in denial. But I think hopefully there's a little more to it than that.
Why do we look up to these people? They're not gods.
So we did a test. And the picture was signed by Jason, not Brandon.
Oh my God! Oh my God, get it out! Oh my God! Oh my God! Is this the real signature?
Yeah.
Holy shit! This is gonna go into a vault. Oh my God!